Hi, my name is Logan Jaffe and I'm a project manager for Redmar X, and throughout this video you're going to see how each team member contributed to this project. So recently it was just Valentine's Day. We have a lot of Valentine's Day balloons back in the back, and to achieve getting these balloons all popped, we thought of the good idea just to pop them. So our task for this week is to have our drone go around and pop the balloons. So by doing this, we're going to have half a pencil attached to the drone, on top of the drone, and attach that pencil as a thumbtack because we need a sharp thing to pop the balloon. And by doing that, so we're just gonna put it on top of the drone, have the drone fly around, and pop each and every balloon. And throughout this video, you're gonna see how we ran through a lot of different problems, and most importantly, we did not give up during this process. So you're just gonna see all the different stuff. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Adel Murillo. I'll be talking to you about the issues we had this week. So some of the issues we had this week was when we were in the drone. When the drone would try to go into the balloon would bounce. The drone would bounce off the balloon just because it wasn't. The balloon wasn't big enough. That's another issue that we had, where the balloon wasn't big enough. So like it was too small and there wasn't enough pressure. It was too thin. It wasn't stretched out enough. So the way we saw that problem is we blew it larger, so it would be more thinner and easier to pop. Also, when the drone went into the balloon, the balloon would get caught in the blade, and so then it would just not allow it to fly and just stop it completely. We also there were instances where the balloons were where we had to move around the balloons to simulate that we were stored, just because the drone would move around a lot more.
Hi, I'm Steve Melchor, and I'm going to be a voiceover of these videos. And so the first one is going to be the drone going straight towards the balloon, and it bounces right off. So we thought it was too dull at first, but we realized that it was going way too slow, so the balloon could not pop, and we had to abort. The second one was when we had the speed, but we weren't able to pull back fast enough, so the balloon residue got on the blade and made it fail.
I'm Jackson Rapuch, and me and Logan worked on the code for this week. And for this week, we mainly had to focus on having the drone pop as many balloons, which were 3, as fast as possible. And we did this by setting the speed on the drone to 100 centimeters per second, and this made the drone move as fast as possible. And by doing that, we had it pop all the balloons. The code was pretty wonky for this week because we had it originally coded for the balloons to be on the wall, and then we realized that we had to adapt to the balloons being on the wall. So we ended up doing the balloons in the middle of the hallways being held by us. So the code really for this week didn't really affect our project, because we ended up using human input to move the balloons.
Okay, it's gonna go. Yo, okay, a little towards. Jackie? There we go. It's not gonna be in the middle. Let it go in the middle. Oh my god! Go! Okay, going backwards because it's the wall, but it's not the wall. Go closer, come closer. There we go. Up. Yes! Go back. It's gonna go backwards, and you're gonna come forward.
Go. Hi, I'm Kelly Marley, and I'm the safety manager for our project on Redmar X. I'm going to be talking about the post-narration and the things that went wrong through this week. So starting off with our code, it was very messed up and it wasn't working well for when the balloons were on the wall. So for example, the balloon would go right here, but then it wouldn't be able to go back and then up and then move again. So we definitely had to fix our code. And then at the end of our week on Friday, we even figured out not to even use the wall. And instead we just use the space, so that way we can move the balloons. So that would allow the drone to have a better angle to hit each target. And so also the speed was messed up, so we didn't have enough force to hit the balloons, as well as the balloons were not blown up enough, which created a bigger opportunity of air. So this way, when we blew up the balloons, it was easier for the drone to puncture each balloon instead, because due to the flexibility of the balloons. And also, we also had trouble recording, And this was due to the multiple takes that it took us to shoot all of the balloons instead. And then we also had to come up with the idea about the Valentine's theme.